Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego, and today we're going to continue to talk about Swingers. Swingers from 1996, okay, one of the best guy films ever made. Yes, it's a guy film, despite the fact that it has no martial arts, no explosions, no terrorists, no guns. Well, no, sorry, it has a gun. It does have a gun. Sorry, forgot that part. It has no, people trying to conquer the world or none of that crap. Okay, no aliens, no laser guns, no fucking lightsabers, none of that stuff. All right, it's just a guy movie. It's a great guy movie. Okay, and I hope that those of you who have never seen this movie watch it. Okay, if you know you that are watching this video, I'm sure you've seen it. Okay, but if you haven't, if you know someone who hasn't, please show it to them. Okay, I think it's on Prime. I'm not sure, but it's a great movie, and they don't make movies like this anymore. So if you've never seen this movie before, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay, like I said, they don't make movies like this anymore. This movie is very special. Okay, I put it up in my top 5 guy movies of all time because it deals with, I review chick flicks. Okay, so I'm always watching movies that deal with a woman's experience in dating men. Whether she dates a lot of men or she just falls in love with one guy and she's trying to win that guy over or whatever the hell it is. Okay, it's the same formula in all these damn rom-coms and chick flicks. These romance movies, Titanic and The Notebook. Okay, and I've reviewed a lot of movies. All right, I've reviewed Breakfast at Tiffany's. Yeah, I went old school. Okay, I reviewed The Notebook. I reviewed Thelma and Louise. The last movie I reviewed was Legally Blonde. I reviewed Mean Girls. Okay, I reviewed my Pretty Woman. Oh my God, I can't believe I sat through all this crap. Because these are the ones you love. These are the movies that you love so much. Okay, so I want to take a break from all that junk. And of course, yes, I've reviewed every single episode of Sex and the City. Okay, and the movies and that piece of crap sequel show and Just Like Crap. Okay, I've reviewed every episode of that too. It's all of that is on here on this channel. Okay, if you don't believe, you don't think I don't know what I'm talking about. I do. Okay, I've watched your crap. Okay, I have watched your crap. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about, and they're all pretty much the same themes. Okay, they always deal with the feelings, the emotions that the characters experience going through this and that, and a lot these chick flick movies deal with the emotions, okay, of relationships, okay, when it comes to romance, because I know today they're not allowed to do that anymore. You can't have a woman fall in love with a guy anymore, okay, because feminism and all that crap, most chick flicks deal with that, with dating, the ups and downs of dating, and what they're experiencing, what they're going through. A whole TV series have been done on this crap. Okay, but what you never see is what a man goes through in dating. You never see that. You never see that because there's not really. I mean, you can market it towards men, okay, but men are going to shell their money just to see a guy struggling to get a girlfriend. You know what I mean? No guy's going to see that because that's a little too close to home for a lot of guys. And if they're going to shell their money to go to the theater, they want to see explosions. They want special effects. They want to see hot girls. They want to, they want that if they're going to shell out their money. Okay, I mean, freaking movie tickets are like $20 a person now. You think they want to just watch some guy trying to get a girlfriend and get rejected? No, it's too close to home. Okay, this is the kind of thing you'd watch on streaming. There was no streaming in 1996 when this movie came out. Okay, so this was an underground movie, independent. Okay, they spent $250,000 to make this movie. Harvey Weinstein from Miramax. Yeah, Harvey Weinstein saw the movie. He screened it. He bought it for like $5.5 million, and he released it into theaters. It made a modest amount of money, but the point is, the goal of the movie was to put Jon Favreau on the map, because this was his screenplay. He wrote it, okay, based on his own experiences, moving from Chicago. I mean, he was from New York, but he was living in Chicago for a long time with Ron Livingston, and they decided to move out to LA to try to make it as actors in Hollywood. Okay, and of course, Jon Favreau and his girlfriend broke up. She did not come with him to LA. He was heartbroken about it, crying about it. Okay, so he decided he was going to write a screenplay. He would write about what he knew. Okay, and I got to give credit to Jon Favreau. Okay, this guy, he has no problem making himself the butt of the joke. Okay, this entire movie, He is the main character. Jon Favreau's Mike Peters is the main character. He's the protagonist. We follow the entire movie through him. Okay, and he just gets humiliated and emasculated. And to be fair, most of it he does to himself. He does it to himself, okay? He's not so much a victim as he victimizes himself. Okay, he does all these things to himself mostly. Most of his problems are self-made, okay? He could choose not to do that, but he decides to just go with his own depression, go with his own self-pity. Okay, so a lot of it is his own fault. Okay, I'm not saying oh, blaming women made him this way. No, he did it to himself. Okay, and that's the point of the movie. Okay, I think a lot of times men and women too, although they'll never admit it, okay, are really responsible for their own state in life. Okay, their own emotional well-being. Okay, you can't depend on someone else to keep you feeling good all the time. That's not what people are for. Okay. People have fluctuating emotions just like you do, just like everybody else does, okay? It's your responsibility to be happy with your life. And if you're not happy, it's your responsibility to do something about it. Okay, it's not your partner, it's not your spouse, okay? It's not their job to do those things, okay? I said it 100 times, I'll say it again. I used to be like Mike, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, a long time ago, in my 20s, I was like him, crying over girls and stuff. You know, you can't rely on a girl to make you happy. Just like ladies, you cannot rely on a man to make you happy. Okay, happiness comes from within. It's an inside job. Okay, and just because you get the butterflies when you meet someone new and everything's great for the first few months or so, okay, that doesn't mean it's gonna last. And just because it doesn't last, that doesn't necessarily mean that the person is shit now and you need to throw them away. Okay, it just means that you're getting used to each other. Okay, it just means you're going to the next step. Most people don't want to do that. They want the butterflies over and over again. It's like being an addict. It's like you're addicted to feeling good all the time. When one person doesn't make you feel good, just move on to the next one. That person quits making you feel good, move on to the next one. Next thing you know, you're fucking old and you're ugly and nobody fucking wants you. Okay, unfortunately, it's true. Okay, it's a lot harder to commit to someone than it is to just fucking dispose of them. Okay, there's always someone better. The grass is always greener. No, the grass is greenest where you water it. Okay, where you water it. All right. But these rom-coms, these chick flicks always tell you that, once you find the right guy, it'll be, well, any woman that's done that knows, after you found the right guy, if you're lucky enough to have found the right guy, okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're all fucking crazy with that person anymore. No, it just means that you're comfortable with them, okay? Yeah, you can step out and find someone else, okay, but are you going to find someone that you can be comfortable with again? Come on, it's not, we don't get better looking the older we get, okay? I'm sorry. Except for me, of course. I'm kidding. But you know what I mean? All right? So this movie talks about how we self-sabotage our own relationships, okay? Holy shit. On how yes, the man in this movie, Mike Peters, is accountable for his crappy relationship status. It's his own fault. Now imagine a chick flick telling you that message. You know the reason you can't find that right guy? You know the reason, that you keep going through all these different guys and all of them are assholes and they all cheat on you or you cheat on them because they're not alpha enough for you, they're not man enough for you, they're not leaders, okay, can you imagine that? Just in one movie where the girl realizes, oh my God, I'm the problem. I'm the fucking problem. It's me. The reason I keep disposing of these guys or getting fucked over by the guys I really want is because of myself, my own actions. My own thinking system. Can you imagine a movie? No, you're not going to see that movie. You're not going to see that movie, okay? Because that would mean that women have to be accountable for their own actions, and you can't do that in Hollywood. Women are never accountable for their actions. It's always a man's fault. It's always someone else's fault. Their mom was mean to them, okay? Their boss was an asshole, okay? Their husband is an asshole. Their boyfriend is an asshole. Everyone's a fucking asshole except for the woman. You see what I mean? That's how I know what I'm talking about. I've reviewed all these goddamn movies. Okay? I reviewed My Best Friend's Wedding. Okay? I reviewed this shit that you go watch. Okay? It's always the same fucking thing. It's my fault. It's not my fault. It's someone else's fault. Come on. Guy movies tend not to do that. Guy movies, we beat ourselves up, okay? We take accountability. We pay for our mistakes. Okay, very few movies, do men navigate emotionally like fucking Neo from the Matrix. Okay, they don't. Okay, you watch any movie that has a man, in a relationship. Okay, he gets shit on, he gets beat up, he gets humiliated, emasculated. Okay, That's every Steve Carell, every fucking Jason Bateman, every fucking Ben Stiller. Okay? Okay, it's all whenever they do a rom-com with a guy, it's always some fucking nerdy guy trying to get a hot girl. Okay? Making a fool of himself. Some Martin Short, Billy Crystal type shit. Okay? Making a fool of himself. Until finally the hot girl, he wins over the hot girl at the end. Oh, some fucking beta male simp Owen Wilson or some shit like that, And guys, we're not, we know. Okay, you know why guys don't watch that shit? Because we know it's bullshit. We know it's bullshit, okay? We know they're trying to appeal to us to get the average guy into the theater to see a rom-com for men, but men don't want to see that. We want to see something better than that, because we know that's not true. We don't want to see some fucking pathetic average-looking guy with an average job and average personality get some super fucking hot girl. You know why we don't want to see? Because we're not fucking women. Because we know that shit's not fucking true. We know it's not fucking true. That's why we don't see those movies. That's why we don't see chick flicks. I'm the only one that actually sits through the whole fucking thing without being forced to watch it. And I review it for you. And I'm hoping guys will see it. That way, if you watch my videos, you don't have to see the movie. And ladies, I gotta inject a fucking big fucking dose of truth. Okay? For those of you that are stupid enough to believe this crap. Just because there's no fucking special effects, just because there's no fucking wires on martial arts, and invading aliens and transforming robots in these fucking, it doesn't mean it ain't fucking bullshit. Fucking Transformers are more realistic than fucking Pretty Woman. I'll tell you that. Or The Notebook. What a fucking piece of shit that was. I actually kind of enjoyed Barbie. I reviewed Barbie from last year. I actually kind of enjoyed, I was confused by it, but it wasn't, it's far from the worst chick flick I've seen. Okay, but you know what I'm talking about? So that's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is that this movie deals with very realistically, it's very authentic as to the problems that men go through in dating. This movie goes there. There's not very many movies that go there. They go through the problems that men go through, in dating. Not in dating. They have movies for other stuff, Like I said, rescuing hostages, fighting aliens, okay, that kind of stuff, dealing with the mob, trying to escape from a prison, stuff like that. Yeah, there's plenty of movies on that, okay, but there's no movies that deal with men, honestly, dealing with relationships and acting like men. Do you really fucking think Ben Stiller acts like a fucking man in his movies? He acts like a fucking pussy. He's a fucking pussy, okay? He's the guy the bullies used to beat the shit out of. He just got bigger. Okay? And, men, we don't want to relate to a guy like that. Okay? We want to know, what is a real guy? How does a real guy navigate through dating? How does a real guy who's lonely and doesn't think that he can get a girl, much less a pretty one, to love him? What kind of things go through his mind? And he's not a bad guy either. That's probably, whenever they have like incels and shit, you see them in a movie, they always end up being fucking, mass shooters and stuff, like fucking Joker or something like that. No, I'm not talking about that. Okay, I'm talking about, and most guys are not like that. Okay, we're not like that. They just want someone. Doesn't everybody want that? So why are they looked down upon? Why are they ridiculed? Why are they called all these names by women? You know what I mean? But yet they just want the things that you want. And this movie deals with these things. Okay, you've got these different men. This is the real Sex and the City, okay? You've got Trent, played by Vince Vaughn, who's the alpha male. He's the ladies' man. He's very immature. I'll give him that. He's very immature, but he's very loyal to his friends, okay? He's the life of the party. He's got a story. He loves to talk to girls. He loves to talk to guys. He loves to drink. He loves to fucking hit on women. I mean, he's a very charming guy, all right? Especially when he gets drunk, okay? And then you've got, Sue. Yes, there's a guy named Sue, and he's kind of like an alpha male wannabe, but I guess he's Trent's roommate, and they're always playing video games together, which is realistic, okay? And they like to go out, and they like to, try to, wingman each other and try to get laid. And then you've got Rob, okay, who's a friend, who's one of Mike's friends from back in New York. Mike moved to LA, like I said earlier, to try to make it as an actor. And when Rob found out how good Mike was doing, and he wasn't really doing that good, Rob decided to move out to LA as well. Okay, so Rob is actually his friend from back home, and now he's living in LA too. Okay, and Rob, like Mike, is depressed all the time because he's trying. The only role he's getting offered in his acting career is Goofy for Disneyland, and it's embarrassing to him. Okay, so he has to keep asking his parents for money. Okay, so these are all very realistic circumstances. And me myself, being a young man, I was in acting too. I lived in a big city. Okay, I worked with a lot of other actors, you know, trying to make it. A lot of musicians, a lot of stand-up comedians, a lot of models. Yeah, a lot of models too. Okay, and we all worked together. We all hung out together. You know, and we lived in a big city, went to the same bars, you know, the same nightclubs, you know, went to movies together, we'd go to Six Flags together. We did a lot of stuff together, you know. That's what you do when you're young and you're in your 20s, okay? And I was a part of that whole scene, okay, in Chicago, in downtown Chicago. So I can relate to these guys. I can relate to them very well. I don't drink anymore or smoke, but everyone in this movie drinks and smokes, you know? So it kind of reminds me of back when I used to do those things as well. Okay, so it's very, like I said, it's very authentic, and that's why I like the movie so much. The subject matter, it deals with dating from a man's point of view. And for a lot of you women out there, don't fucking watch Dr. Phil. And you think he's gonna fucking tell you the truth about men and what they're going through, what they're feeling? Okay, don't watch fucking Steve Harvey. Who the fuck is Steve Harvey? You really fucking think for one goddamn moment that Steve Harvey's gonna tell you the fucking truth about what men think? No, he's not. No, he's not. Okay, he's got an army of fat fucking women, okay, that can't get fucking laid, okay, begging Steve Harvey for advice. And what the fuck is he gonna say? If he wants to keep getting paid, he's gonna tell them, hey, that's right, you know what? Because men need to step up, you know, and you just keep stuffing your face with that tiramisu, and the right man will show up, because men just need to step up. The fuck is that? I'm not gonna say that, you know, because he can't tell the truth. He'll lose it a little bit. I mean, his ex-wife has taken all of his money. What the hell else is he gonna do? How long is he gonna be hosting Family Feud? You see what I mean? He has to fucking tell these women what they want to hear, because they don't think all they do is fucking sit around their fat ass all day and watch fucking game shows. Okay, it's not like they fucking work or anything, right? So of course he's got to cater to his audience. Think he's gonna fucking tell you the truth? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got nothing to gain by lying to you. All right, moving right along. Now, where we left off last time, I'm Diego. I'll give you a straight man's point of view. Where we left off last time, we had Mikey was at the bar called the Dresden with his friends, okay, and he met a girl. Yeah, he met a hot girl named Nikki. He fucked up trying to flirt with her, but luckily Trent and Sue, they told him he's a fucking bear, man, you're a fucking bear, and they convinced him to man up and go back to the bar and talk to her again and get her goddamn digits. All right, and he did. So now he's kind of excited, you know. A girl gave him her phone number. Oh my God, he feels like freaking John Holmes now. You know, he feels like fucking Brad Pitt, you know. And he walks back up to the table, you know. Yeah, how long should I wait till I call? And they all basically say 6 days, which is ridiculous, okay. So now they're leaving the bar, okay. They're leaving the bar now. They're leaving the Dresden, and the guys are walking out. The only one who got a number was we saw Trent and Sue approach some girls that were sitting together, but we don't know if they scored them or not. We don't know. Okay, but like I said, we know that Mikey got the phone number. Okay, so Mike's all excited, happy with himself, you know. So him and Rob and Sue and Trent, they're leaving the bar. Charlie, this black guy that joined them, he's also an out-of-work actor. Okay, they all went out bar trying to get laid, and none of them got laid. Okay, and they're walking out of the bar, and there's a bunch of gangbangers walking into the bar. Now, they're not really gangbangers, okay? They're dressed like Latino, like Latin kings, okay? It is LA, right? I mean, it's Hollywood, right? But they're dressed like Latin kings, you know, with the bandana and the plaid, you know, the plaid shirt that's but only the top one is buttoned, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, the wife beater underneath, okay? But they're all white. Yeah, they're not Latino, they're all white. Anyway, they're walking into the bar while our guys are walking out of the bar. And at one point, one of these guys bumps into Sue, and Sue's like, hey, watch where you're going, asshole, or something like that. And well, that guy's like, he turns around and is like, what'd you say to me, bitch? What the fuck you say to me, bitch? Huh? And then his boys turn around, which means that now Sue and Trent and Mike, now they got to turn around and act all fucking tough. You know, and shit, I'm calling you a bitch, motherfucker. What do you fucking think you are, motherfucker? You got a problem with me? I got a problem with you, you bitch ass. I got a problem with you fucking to do something. You know, that kind of, you know, we've all been there. I've been there plenty of times myself, okay? Trust me, this nose has been smashed more times than Lindsay Lohan, all right? So I kind of been there myself, all right? You know, guys talking shit, alcohol's involved, all that kind of stuff, you know. Anyways, that's going on. You know, they're going, come on, motherfucker. You know, they're taunting each other and shit, okay? And the group looks like I said, like white Latino gangbangers, okay? Whereas Mikey and Trent and all them, they're well dressed. They're all wearing, collared shirts, or they're wearing what do you call it? They're wearing bowling shirts, they're all wearing pants, not jeans. They're wearing shiny shoes. That kind of, what's his name? Charlie's wearing a derby, not derby, a fedora, so they look good. Okay, whereas these guys, like I said, look like fucking, they say later on, the House of Pain. They look like House of Pain. Jump around, jump up and get down. Well, yeah, anyway, so that's going on, all right? And so Sue finally fucking pulls out a 9mm out of his back pocket, and points it at, who's the bitch now, motherfucker? Who's the bitch now? And of course, the fucking House of Pain, they jump in their car and they fucking drive out of there. I mean, they get some fuck yous on the way out, but they get the fuck out of there, okay? Once a gun gets involved, that's it, man. You run for your life, all right? He's like, you go, you're the fucking bitch. You're the fucking bitch. So, of course, fucking Sue has to have this little schlong toss moment there. Okay, and then Mike goes up to him because he's kind of scared. He's probably never seen a gun before. Okay, like I said, he's new to LA. He just moved there 6 months ago. And now he hangs out with some guy that fucking carries a pistol with him. And when they go out drinking, like, what the fuck, man? I'd be nervous too, And Mike's like, asshole, didn't you see Boys in the Hood? Now one of us is gonna get shot. Well, he called me a bitch, man. At least this way we got to keep our rep. And Charlie and Rob, they just look at each other like, well, I gotta go. And they just bail immediately. They want nothing to do with this. Charlie's the black guy, Alex Desert's character, and then Ron Livingston's character. They just like, we gotta go by, and they just fucking bail immediately. They want nothing to do with this, right? And I can't blame them. And Mike's like, what are you carrying a gun for, Snoop Dogg? And Sue's like, hey man, you don't know what it's like out here, okay? I grew up in LA. And Trent's like, no, Anaheim. Which is where Disneyland is. He's like, no, you didn't. You grew up in Anaheim. He's like, well, you don't know what it's like, man. It's not like New York. And Mikey's like, yeah. In LA, you got to go out of your way for shit to happen. In New York, it just happens to you. And Mike's like, it's like, what the hell? You live in a nice neighborhood, Sue. It's not like you live in fucking Compton. Sue's like, well, people still get carjacked. Trent's like, and Trent, he's like, no one wants to steal your piece of shit car, Sue. Okay? Mikey's right. You shouldn't be carrying a gun. Like House of Pain was gonna do anything. Mike says, like, you're living in a fantasy world, Sue. That sets off Sue, right? Because he looks up to Trent, obviously. Okay, he always follows Trent's lead. He wants to be like Trent. He wants to have balls like Trent, just like Mikey does. That's why they hang out with Trent, because Trent is the only guy in this group that has actual fucking courage. Okay, acts like a man, an alpha man. He's the leader. Okay, so Sue doesn't want to be emasculated by Mikey of all people in front of Trent. So Sue feels that he needs to defend himself. And how is he going to do that? How is he going to bolster himself? By making Mike look small. Okay. In other words, basically taking away any sort of friendship authority that Mikey might have with Trent. So he says, like, well, unlike you, at least I got balls. You're always whining about some fucking bitch who left you a year ago. Mike said, it was 6 months ago, not a year. Whatever, man. He says, so you got a fucking number tonight. Big fucking deal. You just gotta fuck it up. Whoopie-doo. Hey, let me ask you something, Mikey. Have you even gotten laid since you moved here? Have you even gotten laid once since you moved here? Because I know for a fact that you fucking haven't. You know how I know? Because you never fucking shut up about her. Everything he's saying is true. And if you've been watching my videos that led up to this one, I've been saying that too. I've been saying that in every video. Okay? Mikey is a fucking pussy. He's crying about some girl that's already moved on. She's already fucking another guy in New York. Okay? And he is just fucking sitting on his ass, with one thumb up his butt and his fucking dick in his other hand. And he's sitting on the corner crying about this girl. Not moving on. Not even trying to see another girl. Just crying about this one. And that's all he does is he cries about this girl to any guy around him that is willing to listen to him. Okay, and when he has an opportunity to get with another girl, a pretty girl, what does he do? He starts telling her his sad fucking story about his ex-girlfriend who's still back in fucking New York, banging another guy. What the fuck, man? Like, dude, what the fuck? You know? And so I don't have a problem with what Sue said. I have a problem with how he said it. Obviously, he's got no tact. This is not the way you tell someone this stuff, okay? Because deep down inside, Mike knows it, and he just, doesn't want to face it, okay? And Trent gets upset because he knows that what he just said is going to hurt Mike's feelings. So Trent's like, shut up, Sue, just shut the fuck up. And then Mike's like, oh, he's right, Trent, he's so right. And he walks away and starts fucking, slumbering away like a fucking pussy. Okay, he's so right, crying. Of course he's crying, all right? So the next scene here is Mike. This is the famous scene from the movie, okay? The very next scene here is Mike. He comes home. We see a silhouette of his shitty little apartment. And he gets, the first thing he always does when he gets home is he checks his answering machine. And what is he checking for? He's checking to see if Michelle from New York called him. Oh, how come she hasn't called? He has actually cock-blocked himself and Trent earlier in this movie just so he could check his phone messages to see if she called. It's been 6 months. She has not called. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck makes you think she's going to call? Okay? Like, what the fuck? You already know she's fucking somebody else. Okay? God damn it, dude. This is what I'm talking about him self-sabotaging. Okay? Dude, he's got to fucking move on. He's such a fucking pussy. I'm sorry. I mean, I want to choke him. Like, what the fuck, man? I keep thinking about this movie I saw called a long time ago. Earlier than this movie, it was called Jungle Fever. It was a Spike Lee movie, okay? It starred Wesley Snipes and Annabelle Scoria, okay? And John Turturro was in it too, and he played this character in there. He's actually Annabelle Scoria because she's Italian, obviously. Wesley Snipes is black, and John Turturro's an Italian guy too, and he's actually Anna Scorella, whatever their other name is, Annabella Scorella. That's her boyfriend, okay? And she cheats on him with Wesley Snipes. And then he finds out about it, and he starts crying, okay? He's all depressed and shit, like he was going to he had bought a ring and everything, he was going to ask her to marry him, and now he finds out that she fucked Wesley Snipes, okay? So he's crying about it, and stuff. Then his dad, played by Anthony Quinn, the great Anthony Quinn, plays John Turturro's dad, and he basically just starts slapping him around, like, what the fuck? You're crying over a fucking skirt! And it's true. It's true. Let me tell you something. Shit happens, okay? A girl could be fucking in love with you like crazy one minute. The next day, she's fucking boning someone else, okay? Shit happens. It happens. There's nothing you can do about that. The only thing you can do is control is how you react to these things. How do you deal with this stuff? That's the real true test of what kind of a man you are. The kind of man's going to take this fucking, and bend over, or the kind of guy's going to fucking get up and move on. You see what I mean? Mike's the former, okay? That's the problem. That's kind of what this whole movie's about. So anyway, he checks all the messages. There are no messages there from Michelle, okay? So he takes off his shirt, and he's just wearing his wife beater underneath, okay? He looks at the clock. It's 2:32 a.m., okay? And he contemplates about calling Nikki. He just got her number a few hours ago, okay? Remember, he just got her number. He's got the napkin in his hand, okay? So he's like, fuck it. Okay, I'm going to call her, okay? Which you're not supposed to do. So let's go here. First call. The first time he calls, all right? He gets her answer machine. This is Nikki. Leave a message, but she's got a sexy voice, okay? He's like, hi, Nikki. This is Mike. We met tonight. I had a great time. Just want to let you know that, and you should call me, okay? And not after 2 days. I mean, you should just call me. And my number is 555-467-9 beep. Yeah. Okay, so her answer machine stopped right before he finished giving her his phone number. What does he do? He calls again, okay? The second call, all right? He calls him, hi, you know, get answer machine, Nikki, hey, leave a message, whatever. He's like, hi, it's Mike again. I think your machine cut me off before I could finish giving you my full phone number. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I called so late. You were still at the Dresden when we left. Okay. Anyway, my number is 555-467-9942. Okay, that's it. That's all I want to say. Okay. Okay. Beep. Okay. I was just sitting there thinking, you know, and he's like, you know, what the hell? I think I got cut off again. Okay. So what does he do? He calls for a third time. Third time he calls, all right? He's like, you go, hi, it's Nikki, leave a message. He's like, 213-555-4679. Okay, that's it. I got it all out. Okay, there, I said it. That's it. That's all I want to say. Okay, don't you know? I don't want to sound weird or desperate or anything. Like, we should hang out sometime. Okay, you know, see where it goes. You know, no expectations. Okay, bye bye. He's just sitting there like. He picks the phone. Now he's calling for the fourth time in a row. Okay, he's like, you know, hi, it's Nikki, leave a message. He's like, okay, look, I just got out of a 6.5-year relationship. Okay, and that's just explain why I'm acting so weird. Okay, I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, that it's not you, it's me. I'm sorry, and this is Mike. Look, we've all been there, okay? We've all been anxious to call someone that we just met, okay? We've all done it, okay? All right, we've all made these mistakes, but this is how you learn. What's funny isn't that he's doing these mistakes. Like I said, we've all done. The funny is that he's in his mid-20s. Like, this is shit you learn in junior high or high school, okay? You're not supposed to be learning this shit when you're a full-grown fucking man, okay? Clearly, he has not dated a lot, all right? There's all sorts of rules you kind of go through, okay? But you learn them through experience, okay? The fact that he's having these experiences this late in his life is it's pathetic, but it's also very funny, okay? This guy has no game. He has no self-confidence. You know, he is so, like, you know, obsessed with finding a girlfriend and filling that place that Michelle had, okay? That so right away that he's just fucking frozen. He's frozen in fear. He's so scared that he's gonna do the wrong thing that what does he do? He does the wrong thing, okay? Like I say, he's projecting no self-esteem to this girl, okay? So what does he do? How does he handle this? Simple, he calls her again. This is the fifth time. The fifth time he calls her. Okay, he's like, okay, we get the same thing, voice message. It's Nikki, leave a message. He's like, this is Mike. Can you please like call me as soon as you get this? Okay, you know, I'm gonna be up for a while. So I'd rather just like talk to you in person rather than try to fit it all in a damn voice. Beep. Fuck. So her answer machine turned off before he finished what he was trying to say. Okay, so you know he's just like this motherfucker, dude. This is desperate, low value man behavior all the way. Maybe some of you women know what it's like. You know, this is actually what most women are afraid of whenever they meet like a low value man and they give him their number. That this stuff happens. You know, because you know there's guys out there that are so desperate for any sort of female attention, they will overcompensate as much as they can, okay, to appear like a stud when any woman just gives them a little bit of attention. You know what I mean? And this is one of those things, you know? This is one of those things. You know, he's like, he wants to see this girl, but at the same time, he's afraid he's going to fall in love with her. So he's trying to break up with her, you know, before that happens. But at the same time, he wants her to respect him and like him. But he also feels like, you know, it's not going to go anywhere because she's going to end up not liking him. So, you know, so he's like, the fuck? Anyways, how does he solve this problem? Well, it's simple. He calls her again. Yes, the sixth time now. He calls her, okay? Usual voice message, Nikki, leave a message, right? He's like, this is Mike. Look, this just isn't working out. Okay, I think you're great, okay? But I really think we should take some time apart from each other right now. Okay, it's me. It's not you. It's just, you know, it's just what I'm going through right now. Okay, It's really been like I said, it's only been like 6 months, and now here's the thing. Now all of a sudden Nikki answers. Nikki's like, Mike. He's like, Nikki. Oh my God, you answered. That's great. Oh my God, did you just walk in, or have you been listening the whole time? And Nikki says, Mike, don't ever fucking call me again. And hangs up on him. He's like, oh wow, I guess you're home. What a fuck up. This is the most famous scene in the entire movie. This is a scene that we all kept talking about for years after we seen this movie, okay? What not to do when you get a phone number. He breaks every single rule, okay? Because he's a fucking idiot. Like I said, most of us have thought about doing this, but we know better. Unfortunately, Mikey does not know better, okay? All right, I'm going to stop my review right here, but I'll be back shortly to continue my review of Swingers. I thank you for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.